I think Alex Muyl needed to be a little bit more direct. Sam Surge was one-on-one, and he had Falcone on his backside.
Yazbek cuts inside. Yazbek! Rios Novo again. Another corner for Nashville.
Well, the 23-year-old Argentine goalkeeper had a nervy moment that led to a penalty for Nashville and Sam Surge, and yet in the last 5 minutes, he's had to make 2 key saves to keep Miami down 1 goal. Great save on Hani Mukhtar and a good save there on a great cutback from Yazbek. Walker Zimmerman here is the key target for Nashville.
Mukhtar floats it in, makes it through! It's Bauer! It's 2! Perhaps the most unlikely goal scorer on this Nashville team. Josh Bauer doubles their lead just before halftime.
Well, Josh Bauer had a career season in 2024 that led to a 2-year extension coming into this season. Naturally a center back, but he's been called upon to play as a fullback, to play as a left back. Daniel Lovitz out with an injury tonight. Bauer has to come in against this team for only his 4th start at left back this year, and he delivers in a big way going into halftime. Uh-oh, Nashville's up 2-0.
On decision day, despite all the chances, the dominance, they took just a 1-goal lead into halftime. Added time is presented by Celsius, official energy drink partner of MLS. A minimum 3 minutes, a minimum 2 more minutes before Nashville can take a 2-goal lead into halftime, and how that would feel for them with their season on the line. To Paul floating forward, Willis will collect. Palacios chasing Suarez. He leaves it for Messi. Suarez had cut off the option back to Willis. Palacios did all he could, and Nashville do well to deal with that danger. Mukhtar releases a little too late. Surge had moved into an offside position.
Surge was on, and Hani Mukhtar recognizes it now. That the quicker ball, the quicker decision he was in. That's the one thing about Sam Surge that's understated, is his mobility and his ability to run off the back line and put defenders under pressure.
He goes straight through Sergio Busquets. He gets warned by Alan Chapman, the referee. Busquets is back up.
Well, remember in game 1 of this series, wasn't it, or in decision day, excuse me, Rodrigo De Paul was pulling the backside of the jersey of Sam Surge. It was in game 1 in South Florida, asking, who are you?
Each player got a yellow card for that moment. Surge a little push after DePaul playing some mind games.
30 goals in all competitions. I can promise you Rodrigo DePaul knows who Sam Surge is.
He would be number 1, at least 1B, if not 1A on their scouting report, as Frey's cross is deflected into the arms of Joe Willis.
And listen, Bauer scores the 2nd goal. But if I'm Javier Mascherano, my first message at halftime is Allende's got to be on him consistently. Force him to defend deeper, force him to defend in that way so then Frey can be overlapping at times. They haven't asked a ton of Bauer defending tonight. And that's credit to the front line of Nashville doing a good job of limiting Allende. But Allende had an unbelievable opportunity to tie the game at 1-1 on the back post. But we were here a couple weeks ago, decision day, and the fans were screaming, rocking and rolling with a 1-goal lead. Everyone's got to remind themselves still a long way to go here with 45 minutes.
Oh, how things have changed in this series. Nashville a 2-0 lead at halftime of game 2. Josh Bauer the second goal. Rocco Rios Novo conceding a penalty in the opening minutes of the game. Miami missing their chances. Nashville taking theirs. An intense, energetic, tight first half at Geodis Park. Kevin Egan and the guys will break it down when we return. Nashville leads 2-0 at halftime. Game 2 of this round 1 best-of-3 series. We'll be back after the break.
Coach, 45 minutes to stay alive. What do you need to do to keep the lead and get the win?
Yeah, I mean, I think, with the intensity, we have to continue to be aggressive when we can find our moments, stay disciplined with our shape defensively, and find the offensive transition moments, and then use the ball in the attacking half.
It feels like there's a lot of nervousness in the field right now in the first half.
No, I think it's two teams that are going toe-to-toe, and of course, I think there's limited space and a lot of dueling.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome to the halftime show of this Nashville-Miami playoff clash. And what a season it's been for Leo Messi. The 2025 Golden Boot winner reminding the world why he's still the king. Messi finished the season with 29 goals, leading Inter Miami to another playoff run. His vision, control, and clutch moments kept fans on their feet week after week. Stay tuned, we'll relive Messi's greatest goals and moments from this unforgettable season.
Estaba para despejar Schlick, la roba, la tiene Leo Messi, está. Goal! Return for Messi. Lionel Messi, shot, goal! Here comes Messi after the takeaway, curling shot. There it is, number 25 on the year. Lionel Messi, a golden strike. Jordi para Leo, le pone la tabla. Menciona que tome Cinco Codrillo. ¡Leo! Still Busquets lays this ball off. This is Messi. Goes centrally, fires, goal! Golazo! It's here! On that left foot! Lionel Messi!
Messi out to Suarez. Suarez back to Messi!
This season's been full of emotions. Inter Miami says goodbye to two true legends of the game, Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets. From Barcelona to Miami, their journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. What a legacy, what a career. Here's to the moments, the memories, and the magic they gave us. This is their farewell.
It's not a goodbye. It's a recognition of an amazing career that started as one of the best holding midfielders in the history of the game. What you did with Barcelona was amazing, and your fingerprints will always be in the pink of Inter Miami, especially in participating in the lifting of our first trophies. Your play and your elegance as a human being and as a person will always live in the history of this club. So ahora quisiera, Sergio, presentarte un video que se preparó para ti. Gracias.
Ready? Like this? There we go. Just like that. Stick right here. There you go.
Por favor, acompáñenme en saludar y darle gracias a Jordi Alba y su familia, Roma, Piero, Paolo y Bruna. Jordi.
Walking to the middle of the field. Nuestro número 18, Miami, let me hear you. Jordi Alba, acompañado por su esposa, Roma Ventura, y sus hijos.
Hola a todos. En primer lugar, me gustaría agradecer a mi familia, a mis padres, a mi hermano por los valores que me han transmitido durante toda mi vida. Aún queda un partido más el playoff, pero intentaremos ganar para dejar al club en lo más alto. Muchas gracias a todos.
Aficionados, please take a look at the scoreboard for a video we prepared for Jordi Alba.
Jordi, hermanito, felicitarte por la maravillosa carrera que hiciste. Dejaste un legado muy grande dentro de los laterales izquierdos en la historia del fútbol.
Hijo, hoy te miramos con el corazón lleno de orgullo.
Has sabido abrirte camino por esfuerzo, humildad y nobleza.
Don't go anywhere just yet. Before we return to live coverage, let's take a quick look back at the first half of playoff game number 2, Nashville versus Miami.
Welcome back to Nashville, Tennessee. The rain continues to fall on the first night of November. An intense first half in this second game of a round one best-of-3 series. Nashville SC a 2-0 lead over Inter Miami. Throughout the second half, you can continue to enjoy a live stream on TikTok focused on Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Rodrigo de Paul, Jordi Alba, and Sergio Busquets. Head to @MLS on TikTok to follow the Stars' every move as Miami tries to come back against Nashville in this crucial playoff clash. It's a great second screen experience as Inter Miami wait in the tunnel. 2 weeks ago in this building, Nashville led 2-1 at halftime. Miami came out in the second half and were incredible, scored 4 goals and won 5-2 on decision day. If Miami can do that again today, they will advance to the conference semifinal. If Nashville can hold on, they'll force a game 3. A look at Miami's setup in this game, Taylor. Clearly playing with 3 in the back, and I think from the positioning of the players at Nashville doing a good job of keeping Miami further back on the field.
Well, they confronted them further up the field because if you remember Friday night, we did this exact same graphic. Jordi Alba, Ian Frey were almost as high as Suarez and Messi, and so it became very similar when you watch the Columbus Crew where their wingbacks or fullbacks create these real good angles and advantage in the attacking third. Miami's been pinned down, and if not for Rios Novo, this scoreline could have been 4 goals in favor of Nashville. I get it, Allende misses one on the back post, but Nashville did a much better job. They did, as the Nashville players need to walk by the Miami players, which is always a very interesting choice.
And you can see Talasco Segovia coming out with Inter Miami. Noah Allen is not. So that appears to be a halftime change for Javier Mascherano, as Hani Mukhtar and Nashville don't want to change anything from the first half, where they were fantastic and lead 2-0. But Segovia coming on for Allen. This will be likely a change in structure as well, as Miami tried to do what they did 2 weeks ago and come back here in Nashville and end this series after 2 games. Lionel Messi held pretty quiet in the first half. That one moment, the ball through to Jordi Alba. Allende then unable to finish on the back post into an open net. Joe Willis not forced to really make any big saves, and he seems ready to go.
What would have happened if Joe Willis actually drank the smelling salts and thought that was his water?
I don't know, because his reaction told you what just smelling him will do. Josh Bauer, the second goal. Joe Willis trying to help Nashville force another game, a game 3, extend their season. It's Nashville whose season is on the line tonight. If Miami win, they advance. If Nashville win, it's game 3 next week in South Florida. Second half underway in game 2. Nashville leads 2-0 at halftime. Segovia on for Allen. The change from Javier Mascherano at halftime. Sergio Busquets drops to playing as a center back, which he essentially did in the first half in the middle of a back 3. This will be a little different now. It appears it'll just be a back 4. Busquets next to Falcone with Frey and Jordi Alba on either side.
And this is also Segovia's natural profile. He's played winger a lot for this team, but he came here out of South America as a deep line playmaker. He's got good range. He's going to give them some legs. He gives Miami a different look in the midfield for sure.
Mukhtar left it for Surridge, sprays it towards Nahar. Yazbek chasing as well. Jordi Alba, little step over. Rodriguez, good control to keep that in play, and then a big switch to Frey. Rodriguez is down. Alan Chapman allows Miami to continue play.
Yeah, there's a little confusion right now for BJ Callahan in Nashville. I think they went at halftime and prepared for Miami to come out with 3 in the back. And now they're a little uncertain with where their trigger is to press and who that is. So Alex Mawil will be a little bit further wide right than initially he was in that first half, and in large part because now they've gone to a natural back 4.
Busquets finds Frey. DePaul floating it over Messi's head. Palacios only as far as Segovia. And the handball, Segovia brought it down with his arm.
Well, and just to remind you, nobody in the playoffs has given up more goals in the first 15 minutes of each half. So the message from BJ Callahan in Nashville is we've got to be aggressive. We can't sit in. Yes, we've got a 2-goal lead at home, but we do not want to sit in and just rely on Miami not being good enough tonight and allow them to build rhythm. We showed you the graphic, we showed you all the analytics. They were good because they were aggressive, they were intense. They've got to stay that way at least until the 75th minute or so and try to keep this 2-goal lead.
They'll know what happened on decision day when they came out much more defensive after halftime with the lead against Inter Miami and ended up losing that game 5-2. What it can do if they change their approach. Wheel, Busquets steps up over to Nahar.
How often is that 3rd goal critical for teams to finish off Miami, whether they're at home or on the road? Nashville's got to stay aggressive here.
33 straight games for Inter Miami when conceding 2 goals or fewer, unbeaten. The last time they lost when conceding 1 or 2 goals was against Vancouver in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And that was 33 games ago. This is the 54th match of Inter Miami's season. That is a new MLS record. The most competitive games an MLS team has ever played in a single calendar year.
And this roster's almost 40% changed as well. So a lot can happen here.
Willis comes outside of his 18, sends it to midfield only as far as Allende. Tagseth gets on the second for Nashville. Wheel. Nahar. Back to Alex Wheel. Surridge let it go. There wasn't anybody making the run behind him. Nashville heavily favored. This is the win probability. But against Inter Miami, there is always a chance that they will come back. Nashville continuing their aggression. This is a good ball to Surridge. Falcone defending. Surridge! Just wide of the near post.
Well, Surridge wanted some support, and he felt like he could get Hani Mukhtar or even Andy Nahar come in, but he was very direct. Falcone does a good job of just pushing him wide to cut down the angle. Chances have been hard to come by for Sam Surridge in his now 4 playoff games, but that was a decent opportunity, but better from Nashville and staying on the front foot.
Busquets steps up, Wheel goes down, ends up with Nahar. Wheel turning away from Segovia, drawing a foul. BJ Callahan bringing over Hani Mukhtar right now.
I mean, you can read his words. He's telling Hani Mukhtar it's a 4-4-2 from Miami. So it's the same triggers and the same setup that we expected to start the game with. There's still a little bit of confusion there from Nashville and BJ Callahan, stressing to Hani Mukhtar. They've got to get their defensive shape sorted. What's got me surprised a little bit is Silvetti is coming into the game for Inter Miami. It's only the 53rd minute, right?
Yep.
Why not make that change at halftime? So something must have happened. More than likely Baltasar Rodriguez, because we haven't seen him run a ton in this second half. But it's just, you know what I mean? That's one of those where, as a manager, will tell you, you never really want to make a sub 10 minutes after halftime because you're using one of your stoppages.
Here's Frey. Out for a throw. Miami will make the change, and perhaps it was this moment. Nahar going through Baltasar Rodriguez. And it is Rodriguez coming out of the game just 8 minutes into the second half, and it's Matteo Silvetti, the 19-year-old. Starred for Argentina at the Under-20 World Cup. Scored 3 goals, all off the bench in all their knockout round games until the final. Now a big opportunity for Miami, and maybe one here for Allende. It's awkward with Allende and Zimmerman.
Well, Silvetti's going to be a completely different look for Nashville to defend. Rodriguez likes to operate into the gaps. He's more of a creative type combination player. Silvetti's similar to Allende. He's going to be very direct, but he plays more as a second forward, while Allende looks like and acts like and resembles more of a winger. Silvetti's going to almost play as that second forward off of Suarez.
Same 11 on the pitch for Nashville that started the game. Their 2 young defensive midfielders on early yellow cards have been playing through that. Silvetti. Wheel takes it away, forward to Mukhtar. Segovia, one of the 2 changes along with Silvetti that Javier Mascherano has made. Segovia came out at halftime for Noah Allen, shifting Sergio Busquets back to the back line, and Silvetti coming on moments ago for Rodriguez. Busquets over to Jordi Alba. Suarez. Defended well by Nashville. Allende brings it down. Wide to Frey. He's able to keep it in play. Bauer sends it out. Throw for Miami.
Well, Bauer's arguing that this ball hits Ian Frey before it goes out. My initial thought when I saw the lineups is that Miami's going to be very aggressive in getting after Bauer because he's not a natural fullback and wants to defend in space. Jake, we haven't seen it. Watch out.
Mukhtar almost released into space. Busquets did really well to defend that.
Really
now Messi
well.
to Allende, back to Messi. Tried to get it into Silvetti. Nashville defending these moments really well tonight. Jordi Alba. Rodrigo de Paul. Allende, narrow angle, cuts it back, it's blocked, and it's cleared. Miami continuing the pressure.
Yeah, Nashville's, they're stuck inside their own end here.
De Paul. Oh, that's one clean by Corcoran. Nashville could be in now. It's a 3-on-3. Corcoran, Surridge, and Mukhtar. Deflected by Segovia. QUR'AN trying to get it to Mukhtar. He knows that was a missed opportunity.
He's got to be more decisive with the pass. He took away from his aggression and definitively playing that ball into the feet of Hani Mukhtar. You've done all the hard work. You've stolen the ball. You've gotten to the final third, but you've got to finish the play off with a more decisive, convincing pass into the feet of your number 10.
Zimmerman steps forward and loses it. He's out of position. Can Miami take advantage? Messi in to Suarez, too far. Palacios got there.
Well, there's going to be a check on this, because when Suarez is running by Palacios, Palacios throws an elbow into the face of Luis Suarez. So as Palacios goes to defend, watch the right elbow from Palacios. He throws it up and it hits Suarez. Now, whether or not VAR is going to look at it and say that it's a red card challenge, but he slows down and throws the arm up. Great little ball here from Messi. Watch the right arm from Palacios.
What do you think?
I mean, I saw it right away. Now, is that part of me being a center forward and seeing it? Is it clear and obvious that it's a red card kind of challenge? That's where I'm leaning towards no. But if I'm Palacios' teammate, I'm looking at him and go, for what reason? Defend the ball, defend the play. But he throws the arm up, and it connects with
was offside.
But the red card could have been given.
Of
That's
course.
the point.
Yep. No. Red card, no review. Segovia does well.
It's an option, and he's really going to have a chance to change this game in favor of Inter Miami, just with a little bit cleaner first touch getting in behind.
Miami continuing the second half pressure.
Yeah, if you're BJ Callahan in Nashville, you do not like the way the momentum of this game has changed over the last 3 or 4 minutes.
You're feeling a little bit like decision day. Frey gets by QUR'AN. Frey floats it. Jordi Alba leaves it. Messi controls. Tagseth pokes away. DePaul back to Jordi Alba. Nashville just unable to relieve the pressure. Segovia to Jordi Alba.
Well, if you notice, Silvetti's come onto the field. Messi's almost dropped a little deeper at times.
Falcone, Allende, Zimmerman defending. Allende goes down. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, but you can feel the nervousness a little bit. Now, Zimmerman does a good job of gliding Allende out. But if you're Miami, you like the little seeds that have been planted into the minds of Palacios and Zimmerman. You're pulling them out of position. You're pulling the pairing into isolation in 1v1 moments, where I'd argue neither center back really wants to be there with the way the game's unfolded 60 minutes in. And before the goal kick was taken, referee having words with Tagseth and Messi, as both players giving each other an earful. Tagseth on a yellow. BJ Callahan screaming at Tagseth to stay focused, stay within the game, and don't get caught up in the stuff off the ball.
Falcone under pressure. Gets it forward, gets away from the pressure, but gives up a throw. Tagseth. Corcoran overhits it, looking for Surridge. Jordi Alba behind for Silvetti. Palacios covers it.
Oh, how good is that from Andy Nahar? Defending really good too, Jake, from Palacios in that transitional moment.
Nashville playing with confidence. A 2-0 lead. Sam Surridge a penalty in the opening 10 minutes. Josh Bauer off a corner just before halftime. Mukhtar to Surridge. Surridge for three, cutting it back. A couple deflections. And again, the chance wasted by Nashville.
It just is a little indifferent. This isn't the Sam Surridge I saw during the regular season. Take a touch here, but the touch is too wide, so it allows Jordi Alba to read the situation, to defend the moment, and then the angle's cut down.
This is an interesting change. Tagseth on a yellow, teetering on the edge, is taken off, but it's Jacob Schaffelberg who comes on, an attacking player. And there are defensive midfielder options on the bench, and Brian Acosta and a Gaston Brugman.
Yeah, but Corcoran's natural position is a center midfielder, so Schaffelberg will take Corcoran's spot. Corcoran will drop into the middle, but I could see that Tagseth and Messi having words, referee pulling them aside. I think BJ Callan didn't want to waste any more time in getting Tagseth, who's on a yellow, off the field.
Jacob Schaffelberg into the game. He started each of the last two, scored a goal on decision day, had a great chance in the opening minutes of game one, and he was unable to finish. Now he will try to finish this game for Nashville and force a game three.
I love the move of Schaffelberg, though, because it gives them a different look. Game is now with Miami chasing the game, trying to get the first goal of theirs to cut down the lead. But that elusive third goal has been hard to come by Nashville. You and I could make a real solid point at here that BJ Callan and Nashville should be up by 3-0.
They've had a couple good chances after halftime, but mostly it has been Miami on the ball, the protagonists in the second half, down 2 goals. But they've still really been unable to threaten Joe Willis. They haven't forced a great save out of Joe Willis yet.
No, it was Allende's chance in the first half that when it missed on the back post after a pull on top of the 18. That's really the best chance they had.
They have not taken a shot on target. No saves for Joe Willis in this game.
And Suarez hit the post, but you and I thought he was offside anyways. And so either way, it's been a weird game because Miami's traditionally been the better team in possession, but as you said, Joe Willis really hasn't had to do anything.
Just 4 shots taken by Inter Miami. They have had so much of the ball in this second half.
But if you want me to think we're going all the way to 90 minutes plus extra time and Joe Willis isn't going to have to make a save, you're out of your mind. It's going to come.
Jordi Alba, Suarez! There it is! Allende! Can he get it away? Leaves it for Frey! It's blocked! And it's cleared, and there's the moment for Joe Willis. Keeps it 2-0.
You can't stop Inter Miami from creating chances. You've just got to be up for the moment. That is a great first touch from Luis Suarez. And 9 out of 10 times that hits the back of the net. But as a goalkeeper, you come off your line, you make yourself big, and you just throw your body in front of it, hoping that it hits you. What a massive save in the timing of this game from Joe Willis. That is big time.
66 minutes for Miami to force a save out of Joe Willis. And it's a fantastic one from the Nashville goalkeeper. Still 2-0. Now into space for the dangerous Jacob Schaffelberg. Ian Frey defending. Schaffelberg wins a corner.
There's just so much left in this game, Jake. The way the scoreline is, Miami's going to obviously throw all caution to the wind in the 70th, 73rd minute. They're going to throw numbers forward. Schaffelberg comes on. Hani Mukhtar loves transitional moments like those. It's why you have to get the third goal. You have to get the third goal if you're Nashville.
Mukhtar, Zimmerman flicks it on, almost made its way to Bauer again. Frey got in the way.
It just leaves me perplexed why game one, Nashville didn't come out this way.
It is surprising, given the first half on decision day, given how their aggression has played out tonight to a 2-0 lead in the 68th minute. They were more defensive in game one in Miami. They were perhaps more careful. They lost that game 3-1 without threatening much. It's been different tonight. But Miami lurking. Messi over towards Jordi Alba. Nahar steps in the way. Surridge carrying forward. Now Schaffelberg. Mukhtar in the middle. Busquets there. Only as far as Surridge. He goes down. Alan Chapman, the referee, tells him to get up. Messi now for Miami. Silvetti coming forward. That's off of Bauer. It's a deep throw for Inter Miami.
If you're Miami, you want to throw this in as quickly as you can, because I think there's going to be a second look at that tackle on Sam Surridge. Sam Surridge cuts it against the grain, but as he cuts this ball, Segovia runs into him. I mean, so you tell me how Segovia doesn't foul him. That's a foul anywhere else on the field. And again, I don't have an issue with Alan Chapman saying play on, because maybe he didn't have the angle, but this is why you have video review. I see the touch from Sam Surridge, and I feel like the left leg from Segovia comes out, and they're going to say it wasn't clear and obvious. And what they're going to tell me after the game is that clear and obvious means that Sam Surridge, according to them in VAR, ran into Segovia. That's where I think there's still little intricacies within VAR that you could look at. As an attacking player, Jake, I'm looking at that. I'm saying Sam Surridge is making the argument right now. I have the ball at my feet. I cut it to my right.
Big moment.
That third goal is so hard to come by when you go against Miami. As crazy as it sounds right now, Nashville's desperate. They should have had the third goal by now. They don't have it. You're playing with fire if Miami gets the next goal.
Armando Villarreal, the video assistant referee, took a long look at that moment. No clear and obvious error. Still 2-0. No penalty for Nashville. Miami still in this game by their standards. Suarez into the middle, dealt with by Nashville. Mukhtar cuts it back. Play continues again. Frey trying it with his left. It's blocked by Zimmerman. Messi will get on it.
Well,
Nahar is down and play was stopped.
I was just going to say, Jake, pardon me for interrupting you, as Ian Frey was going to hit it, there was a little bit of something with Nahar and Suarez out of your picture. Suarez was trying to make this run back post. Now, I felt like Suarez threw, was it his leg out or his arm? It felt like he threw his leg back to kick Andy Nahar. Watch your screen right here. Watch Suarez throw his right leg up. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my eyes don't deceive me, and more often than not, when Luis Suarez is involved, you need a second or a third look.
That was called as a foul in real time, and then it was just checked for a red card. That check complete, the ball's back into play. Interesting and perhaps difficult night for Armando Villarreal. Some really close decisions for the video assistant referee to make, and he has stuck with the calls on the field so far. This is going to be a Nashville restart. No foul called. Frey handled the ball when he went down expecting a foul, and Nashville gets the ball. Again, bodies tumbling again. Play on. Alan Chapman letting a lot go. Nahar. Surridge has room. He finds him. Surridge! Oh, he misses it.
Oh my goodness.
What a chance for a third goal for Nashville.
I mean, what a ball in this is. This is the initial foul that everyone thought Falcone ran through it. Now watching it, I don't know, but this is, I'm telling you right now, I said it, it's just different in the playoffs. The Sam Surge that I've watched versus the one I've watched over the last 2 years, it's different.
Nashville letting Miami hang around. Just a 2-goal game.
Jake, you cannot waste opportunities, and we are going to beat this dead horse until it's a dead camel. I'm telling you right now, you cannot miss opportunities. Nashville's missed 2 or 3 big opportunities to put this game away.
Speaking of big names, superstars coming up after this match. Thomas Mueller and Vancouver trying to finish off FC Dallas on the road. Chucky Lozano back with San Diego on the bench tonight, not in the 11. Trying to win their series against Portland. Both of those games start at 9:30 Eastern here on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. And this game 2 in Nashville has been fantastic so far. 2 goals in the first half from Nashville SC. So many moments both ways. Nashville lead 2-0 and are 16 minutes and added time away from forcing a game 3. Yazbek around Busquets. Yazbek's going to keep going. Over to Surridge. Numbers in the middle behind Schaffelberg and Mukhtar.
You can't get a better run from Hani Mukhtar and Yazbek. Just brilliant combination. Absolutely brilliant. Lay it off and then take players on. But that layoff there and then the little juke here to get by Busquets. But then the composure here to still draw in Falcone. That's the right ball. He's got to drive that to the back post. You cannot clip that if you're Sam Surge because both of your runners are making a hard run to that back post.
Still just 2-0. Silvetti. DePaul, Suarez broken up. Nashville have been so good defensively tonight.
They really have.
Yazbek again is just going to keep going. Touch around Busquets. Surridge on the left. Yazbek from a narrow angle forces the save out of Rios Novo. It's a corner for Nashville.
Well, the Australian international's put on a show over the last 4 or 5 minutes, but he's done so throughout the entire year. He has showed the propensity from box to box to contribute defending, to get into the attacking third with the ball at his feet, or to play off combinations. Yazbek has been really solid for Nashville, and he's been a great signing, especially for them in the attacking third. Great fluidity through the midfield, and how about those lung-busting runs? Brilliant.
And now it's corner for Nashville in search of a third, in search of even more breathing room. Mukhtar Zimmerman down. It came off Bauer. And it came off a Miami player, rather. Another corner coming for Nashville. Falcone and Frey on the ground. Yellow card. Sam Surridge shown a yellow card, his second of this series. He's got them both for basically doing the same thing, a little push while jostling before a set piece. Yellow card accumulation at 3. Mukhtar into the middle, couple deflections. Another corner came off of Miami last again.
Well, that near post run's been dangerous for Nashville on these set pieces. More often than not, it's Walker Zimmerman. No, I don't think there was any foul there. I'm as curious as anyone when I watch Sam Surridge. Why play into the games of Falcone? Don't get into any of that.
And DePaul a week ago.
It's that tells me there's just someone that's still pushing the envelope a little bit and trying to get over the hump. You've done all the hard work as a center forward. You've run the channels. You've held it up. You've had combinations. You've had opportunities to put this game away. There's no reason now, Sam Surridge on a yellow card in the 79th minute to get caught up in any of the baby games. You've got to be available for game 3 for Nashville.
2 changes from B.J. Callahan. Ahmed Qasim will return after missing the last 6 with an ankle injury. Alex Muil will come off. And Patrick Yazbek, who has put in some work tonight, will leave. Brian Acosta will enter. Nashville trying to see this game out and force a game 3.
Both guys really strong tonight. Yazbek and Alex Muil is just that guy that you want on your team. He can play multiple roles within the tactical setup, but he just gives you so much. He's clean technically, doesn't get enough credit that he retains the ball very well, but just his defensive structure, the energy. You want Alex Muil on your team in a big game.
Ian Frey. Segovia's got to chase it down. Jordi Alba makes it to Segovia, spinning, Nahar defending. Segovia nutmegs Surridge. DePaul surveying, now under pressure, is fouled. Messi clipping it to the back post, looking for Falcone. He got his head to it, but couldn't keep it in play. The player comparison is presented by Celsius, official energy drink partner of MLS. Both Josh Bauer and Jordi Alba lead their teams in touches tonight.
Well, and as we're showing this comparison, Josh Bauer has stepped in for the injured Daniel Lovitz in a real positive way tonight. Sam Surridge is down injured.
Surridge receiving treatment. Right now it's Josh Bauer's goal and Sam Surridge's goal, the two that made it 2-0, and Bauer's right before halftime really changed the feel of this game.
Remember in game 1, Palacios went down with a little bit of a hamstring injury, had to stay out for 2 minutes. Miami scored. I don't know if BJ Callahan is going to want to do this with Sam Surridge. I think you're going to have to make a change.
If he takes him out, Surridge, as this is the moment, Surridge is going down on that after that set piece. So if Surridge comes out of the game, then his replacement, which looks like it's going to be Teal Bunbury, will not have to wait 2 minutes to come in. If Surridge were to continue, he would have had to come off to the side for 2 minutes as Palacios did. They will, yeah. So Surridge's night is done. An earned penalty, and then the penalty converted within the first 10 minutes of this game gave Nashville a 1-0 lead early and set the tone. He had other chances, moments to perhaps make it 3-0 in the second half. But it's Teal Bunbury, the 35-year-old, 16-year veteran of Major League Soccer, that will enter for the final 7 minutes and added time of Game 2. Nashville lead 2-0. If they hang on, they'll force a Game 3 back in Miami next weekend. Miami need 2 goals to send this to penalties. Miami have forced just 1 save out of Joe Willis tonight, just 1 shot on target, as Messi sprays that in towards Silvetti and then pokes it away from behind. And this is Messi still. Messi sliding it. Frey cutting it across off of Bauer. Corner for Miami.
Well, now Bauer's grabbing his right knee as he went to challenge that on Ian Frey and Allende. I think Nashville's at their best tonight is how they've made it very difficult for those little seam passes. They've forced Miami to go around them tonight, and it's been difficult. Oh, boy.
Messi dragged down by Schaffelberg. Yellow card to Jacob Schaffelberg. Set piece for Inter Miami.
It's imperative in this moment Joe Willis gets this wall set up perfectly, because with the wet surface, if Messi can get this up over Hani Mukhtar and dipping anywhere, this could be really difficult with any kind of touch for Joe Willis to keep out of the back of his net.
Messi from a narrow angle.
It's a tough angle with the surface.
Messi drives this in, it takes a deflection, and then it's headed away by Nahar. Not clear as Frey puts it back in and then cleared. Miami will reset. DePaul to Busquets. Jordi Alba, Rodrigo DePaul. Palacios and Acosta combine. Silvetti, a step over on the ground, easy for Bauer. Frey wins it back, Segovia now. Messi, first time right at Willis. Second save of the night for Joe Willis.
Well, awful giveaway here from Kasim. It allows Segovia and Inter Miami to turn immediately around, and that's the kind of play they wanted. Play it quickly in front of Joe Willis and just redirect it. Unfortunate for Messi and Miami, it was right at Joe Willis.
Corcoran, Schaffelberg. Busquets takes it away. DePaul forward for Silvetti. Willis at the very edge, corner of his 18 collects.
Well, Joe Willis coming off his line the way Rios Novo should have done so in the first 10 minutes of the game.
The match rankings are presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything. The leaders in chances created today. Heavy Nashville. They have been fantastic from the opening whistle.
And that may be the first time since Lionel Messi's been in Major League Soccer that he's not in the top 5 of that category. Chances created is one thing. Big chances created is another. Nashville's been so good in frustrating Lionel Messi in Miami tonight.
They've done it for 87 minutes, both sides of the ball, every facet of the game. And they're 3 minutes and added time away from extending this series and forcing a game 3. Messi carries forward into Suarez. Palacios pokes it away, not clear yet. Mukhtar, Schaffelberg, now Mukhtar off and running for Nashville. A step over, blows past Busquets. Mukhtar is going to keep going, slides it for Bunbury. Falcone defends and takes it away.
How about that defending from Falcone? And for Hani Mukhtar in the 88th minute to have that energy to pull off that kind of run. I mean, the last 10 games, they've lost 8, they've drawn 2 against Miami. It's just been so difficult for Nashville to get over the hump, and you can almost feel it in the second half trying to get the third goal. That elusive third goal that pretty much cements the game in their favor. If they win this game, Jake, what does that do for game 3? All the pressure in the world's on Miami.
Frey's cross takes a deflection, it's a corner. If Nashville hold on, it'll be their first win over Miami since May of 2023. 10 meetings since then. And those thoughts for Miami of last year will certainly creep back into the mind. DePaul into the middle. Palacios flicks it on. Jordi Alba settles. Clips it off of Acosta. Willis a punch away. Busquets with time. DePaul. Messi. Oh, no. Released from him, and he scores! Messi again against Nashville. Miami back in the game.
Oh, my goodness. Naive defending at its best. You've had this kind of game, 90 minutes. Josh Bauer's done a good job of defending, keeping everyone in front of him, but he gets baited by Ian Frey making that run. Kasem can't make that run either. This is Lionel Messi. He's 18 yards from goal. You cannot allow him to go to his left foot. His 13th goal in his 9th game against Nashville. Hang on tight, here we go.
A near perfect game from Nashville. Intense. They never lost concentration until that moment.
Jake, only 6 minutes of extra time?
Minimum 6 left for Inter Miami to try to find a goal and force penalties. A reminder, in round 1 of the MLS playoffs, games level after 90 minutes go straight to penalties. The winner of the penalty shootout, the winner of the game, as far as best of 3 is concerned. Nervy moments now for Nashville. Whoa, what a tackle from Busquets to win it back.
And how big are those missed chances from Sam Surge in Nashville to get the 3rd goal?
Added time is presented by Celsius, official energy drink partner of MLS. Minimum 6. Messi into Allende.
I'm still stunned. I mean, it's Lionel Messi in your own 18. Oh, Falcone, I'll tell you one thing. Falcone's had some moments in this second half where he's defending for not only his life, but Miami's.
Javier Mascherano was shown a yellow card after Messi's goal. And now DePaul into Allende. Messi, Corcoran's not leaving him now. He pokes it away. Big switch from DePaul.
Make the big save here.
Jordi Alba flicked on by Silvetti and over. Decent chance for the 19-year-old.
BJ Callahan's got his hands up asking the question, why? Why defend this deep? But you've had to make so many subs from players that haven't really been called upon in recent time, and they haven't been up for the moment here. Kassem's come in with a couple bad giveaways, not defending with Josh Bauer, leads to Messi's first goal. And Joe Willis, immediately when that ball went over, did he have back spasms? He's struggling to move right now. Nashville's desperate.
Nashville are out of substitutions. They've used all 3 of their windows.
It's a little thing, but keep an eye on Joe Willis taking this goal kick. He literally motioned to the bench, and the bench looked at him and said, we can't do anything.
Willis puts it back into play. Nahar sends forward. Falcone flicks back to his goalkeeper, Rios Novo. Busquets steps forward. Pressure from Corcoran, called for a foul.
There's one more chance. There's one more chance for Miami.
Frey. DePaul drives it in. Acosta heads away.
On the Day of the Dead, can Nashville exercise those inner Miami demons? My word, buddy, there's not a single soul in this building sitting down right now.
Miami trying to rise from the dead. It looked over for most of this half. Suarez, shoulder to shoulder, goal kick. At least 2 more minutes for Joe Willis and Nashville to hang on and send the series back to South Florida. Jordi Alba just kind of dumped forward. Palacios back to Willis. Sends it high into the air. Acosta flicks on. Frey leaves for Messi. Behind Falcone, given away. Corcoran forward. Busquets off of Busquets' last Nashville throw. They will be in no hurry.
Well, Corcoran now sitting down because he's cramping, but you got to be careful here, because if you go down and they call on your training staff, 1, it adds time, 2, you go man down.
You would have to come off for 2 minutes.
Yeah, at Corcoran to get up, and you've got to find a way to fight through it.
And a reminder, Nashville out of substitution windows. That's a handball off of Bunbury. Miami find Frey. He's got a lot of room on the right side. Frey is going to keep going around Kassem, and still Ian Frey dragged down by Acosta. Acosta into the book, set piece into Miami in what could be the final minute of this game.
It has been really difficult for Kassem since he's come into this game. Now, in swinging ball from Lionel Messi, delivered with this rain coming down. If you can redirect this with a little bit of pace on Joe Willis, it's going to be 2-2.
Messi over it, clipping it into the box. Bunbury, the defensive header. Mukhtar to midfield. Nashville asking for the final whistle. Alan Chapman letting play continue.
Here it comes.
Busquets. DePaul. Still. DePaul knocking it in. Acosta. Mukhtar. It's over. Nashville hang on and force a game 3. A near-perfect night for Nashville, who have snapped a 10-game winless streak against Inter Miami. The one lapse of concentration at the end allowed Lionel Messi to make this tight, to make added time nervy. But Nashville does enough. They win 2-1. We're going back to South Florida next weekend. What a performance from Nashville tonight.
And that guy right there knows his group just extra.
الصبح